King of daytime, Paul O'Grady, has brought a bunch of Scouse chums to the island of Sicily to team up with the Queen of Nighttime, Yvette Fielding. They're currently hunting for ghosts in the very creepy Carini Castle. Yvette has split the group of 4 into pairs in order to investigate 2 former torture chambers set deep inside the castle. So far, Paul and Phil have been coping relatively well.
Don't fucking mess.
What's up?
Did you throw that then?
No.
Didn't you?
No, on my mother's grave.
Are you shitting me? No.
I swear, on my life, I didn't chuck it.
Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for Natasha and Jennifer. Believing a noise they heard was the voice of a malevolent spirit, the girls have whipped each other into a frenzy and want out.
I want to get out, that's it. I've had enough, I'm out. Please.
Are you alright, Tash?
No way, I'm not having that. I'm not having... What was that?
It was like that, didn't it?
Oh my God, hello? Guys? Hello? Please let us out. Because I'm crying now. Oh my God, what was that?
You going out?
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm gonna stay.
I'm going.
I'm staying.
With a brave Jennifer deciding to go it alone against the Phantom of the Pit, Natasha promptly hot-foots it out of there, aided by a very conscientious, smiley mountain rescue man in a hat.
Something growled at us. Really? Oh, it was awful.
Back with Paul and Phil, the lack of ghostly goings-on have resulted in the quality of the conversation taking a turn for the worse.
I mean, it must have been fucking awful that was to be chucked down here. That's if you survived before, which I doubt very much.
I know,
Unless you were pissed. No, fuck that. You bang your head on it. Listen to our language and this is going on. We're terribly sorry, viewers, if you're watching and we're swearing. But you swear and all if you've thrown down a bloody hole in Sicily.
I'm gutted, you know.
Well, I am really.
There's no orbs.
Nothing. No, there's no happening. Can we come out, please, the boards?
Having come to the conclusion that the ghosts in their oubliette are a tad shy, Paul and Phil decide there is better conversation to be had elsewhere and head towards the taxi and Jeffrey Beattie.
We're chatting like casually, like we're looking at a flat. Oh, look, there's condensation on the walls. He said, do with the damp course here.
Meanwhile, in her oubliette, Jennifer is finding that the supposed ghosts are anything but shy.
Definitely something in here. Oh my God, what's this? Oh, this is messed up. Oh, look at me, what's there? Hello, it's oh, I'm messing with the things I shouldn't be messing with here. Stay in this corner.
While Jennifer battles through her fear in the oubliette, outside in the taxi, Paul is fessing up with regards to his own fear.
Inside you were terrified, Paul?
In the tomb I was terrified.
You were terrified?
But I wasn't. I thought, I'm not going to show it,
right,
and I'm not going to let it get the better of me. So when we were chucking stones, I was sitting there thinking, please don't throw the stone back. Please don't throw the stone.
I thought you were being big bravados.
No!
I will chuck a stone.
But Philip, could you tell that Paul was terrified?
No, that's what I'm saying.
So
and
you
and
were
he
kind of
couldn't
taken in by it, were you?
Yeah, I was taken in, and it made me
Really?
a lot more comfortable, yeah.
You see, Phil said, somebody's just thrown a stone. Now, if the house brick had levitated in front of it, I said, no, you're imagining that. So I said, no, you've just stood on that.
Right. Back inside the castle, Natasha has also opted to leave the oubliette, leaving Jennifer all on her lonesome. And it looks like she won't be staying there too much longer.
There's definitely something in here and it's freaking me. Right out. Can you let me out?
With Jennifer finally out of the oubliette, Yvette gathers the gang together before they move on to the next scary location.
How are you feeling then, since coming out of the hole?
I feel a lot better now I'm outside, but that was absolutely awful experience.
So you wouldn't go back there and do it again?
No, not in a million
That's
years.
a shame. I was going to ask you to go back down there on your own. I'm only joking. Oh, here she comes. How they come. The screamer.
We have experienced ghosts.
How
Have you
horrible
listened
was
back
that?
to it?
Yeah, you can hear
You
it.
gutted. Look at you. You experienced a growl.
No,
That's what you said. It wasn't a growl.
It was like that, wasn't
Okay.
it?
Was it? I thought it was...
Okay, so you got some... And you're gutted.
Yeah.
You're absolutely gutted that you didn't get anything.
We chucked stones, didn't we? We sat there. There was a cold spot.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Oh,
interesting.
no, in fact, there was the sound of the rock.
Well, Phil said, oh, did you chuck that? And I said, no. And I thought, I refuse to believe something's chucked.
This has just been the beginning, all right? What you are about to experience is really horrific. You game? You game?
Always.
I
Your
think we
game.
frightened this lot of here off.
All right, but you really need to get some evidence, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm going to take you to a place where you're going to you two are going to scream.
I hope so.
You're going to scream,
been
and
a
you're
long time.
you're going to
We'll
pass.
scream even more.
You're going to pass out. Come on, let me take you to the
Unless
next
you put me in a
place.
coffin with a stiff. That's how I'm gonna scream.
The next port of call on this evening's ghostly extravaganza is the magnificent Teatro Massimo, one of the largest opera houses in Italy. It took a full 22 years to build and finally opened in 1896. It has 7 tiers of boxes rising up and around, which creates one of Europe's grandest theatrical spectacles. Significantly, the Massimo was built on the site of a convent. Remains of the original walls of the nunnery can still be seen in the theatre's basement. Legend has it that the Mother Superior of the religious order was so incensed that a house belonging to God was to be demolished and replaced by a house of song and dance that she cursed the building, vowing that it would never be completed. To this day, the theatre is not fully finished, and it's believed that any attempts to complete the Massimo will always be met by an angry response from the ghost of the Mother Superior. And it is to search out the spirit of this nun that Yvette has brought Paul O'Grady and friends to this magnificent theatre.
Up the stairs, up the stairs. All will be revealed once we get inside. Come in. Isn't this an amazing place?
Oh, beautiful.
And this is just the entrance hall. But we're not here for the architecture, of course. We're here for the ghosts. Now, apparently, there is a ghost of a very evil woman that lurks in this building. And she's done harm. She's actually done harm to people. It's been recorded.
Physical harm?
Yeah, physical harm. I'll show you that in a bit. This is certainly somewhere that a lot of people have seen things, they've witnessed things. Guests and staff have all reported ghostly happenings and apparitions and poltergeist activity on a regular basis. So, let's go and have a look.
Come on.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go this way.
Taking note of the group's reactions to the Massimo is Professor Jeffrey Beattie.
This is a very different situation. In the oubliette, it was all down to the power of their imaginations, imagining things that may or may not be there. But now Yvette's given them a single focused thought to think about. A woman capable of doing physical harm. And look at the way that Jennifer and Paul interrupt.
She's actually done harm to people. It's been recorded.
Physical harm?
Yeah, physical harm.
As soon as physical harm's mentioned, you can see how significant that is to the group. And I think the group will be much more sensitive to the micro gestures in each other, because they're all thinking about exactly the same thing. So any small fear responses will be amplified now throughout the group.
Back inside the Teatro Massimo, Yvette is leading Paul and the rest of the gang up to the 4th floor of the theatre. They're going to an area abandoned since a worker fell through the floor and was very badly injured. He reported the sensation of being pushed and believes it was the spirit of the nun that is said to haunt this place that was to blame. Since then, he and his colleagues have refused to enter this area of the theatre.
Follow me. So this is where the gentleman was working from above and was pushed and fell down. And all the workmen that work here are terrified of this spirit. They really are. So, do you fancy doing a séance here?
Yes, please.
With all the lights off and see what we get? OK, everybody sit down. Find a space that you're comfortable with.
Yvette has been instructed by a professional medium on how to conduct the séance.
OK, you ready? Can we turn the lights off? Now, please.
Coming up, Paul is losing his rag.
Make the table move. Make it move.
Move.
That was my chair. I'm
Put
free.
your hands down and shut it. Make the table move.
Jenny screaming again.
What?
And a slightly worried Phil goes native.
Are there any spirit people with us?
Joe.